His name is Wayne Albert, and his specialty is bringing out the best within professional basketball players' personal potential. Since 1986, he, along with his younger brother Keith, a strength and flexibility coach, have been working with professional players from leagues all over the globe and helping them to reach their maximum productivity.
I was a trailblazer in this business. At that time, nobody was called a personal coach. Today, anybody who knows anybody in the business, grew up with anybody in the business, sort of slaps that name on themselves and calls themselves a personal coach. I can't explain as to why I'm gifted in this area, but movement seems to make a great deal of sense to me, how it fits together, how it works best, how it manifests in a player's game, coordination, rhythm. Already can calculate at a relatively quick rate where their strengths and weaknesses are in their games and whether or not I believe that I can improve them. Everybody tries to improve. There's no question that with the money in the sport, it's the salaries are hard fought for, and jobs in Europe are very hard to get as well. And since everybody's fighting so hard to get so few good jobs, the people that improve at the most rapid rate have the best chance to catch up if they're behind or to move ahead if they're playing against people that were formerly of even level talent and productivity levels.
While skills such as footwork, post play, and driving the lane are fine-tuned during sessions with Wayne, certain attributes must be brought to the table by the players themselves prior to beginning the program.
My starting point is that a person brings some passion to their purpose.
Self-honesty and maximum commitment are the first and foremost priorities Wayne asks of his players. To best illustrate the impact, importance, and success of the program, you need to look no further than the careers and the personal testimonies of his players.
Antonio Davis is my pride and joy as a young man.
Wayne's most noticeable success story to date has been with 6'9" Oakland, California native Antonio Davis. Originally drafted into the NBA by the Indiana Pacers, Davis spent his first few years fine-tuning his skills overseas in Europe.
Antonio got a great experience going overseas. He grew up a great deal. He experienced wonderful cultures and things like that. But as I believe you've been quoted as saying, all your friends were in the NBA and your dreams and heart was in the NBA.
I never had the feeling of, Antonio's growing as a basketball player. He's going to be a great basketball player one day. And that's why I became interested in what Wayne had to offer and how he was going to be able to help me reach my goals and to reach that feeling that I wanted to have. Every time that I stepped on the floor, I felt like I was improving as a basketball player. I wanted to feel like, there was going to be an evolvement. Sooner or later, I was going to become the player that I wanted to become. I had to seek help. I knew that I wasn't, putting every ingredient into the pie so that it becomes the best pie that I can make. People expect you as a professional to figure it out and to get it done, and you don't always have all the answers. Just because I'm a professional and I got there doesn't mean that I don't want to be better. It doesn't mean that I don't want to improve and be the best that I can be.
Antonio began working with Wayne in 1994 with hopes to find a spot in the NBA, realize his dreams, and improve as an overall person as well as a player.
Regardless of how good I was going to be as a basketball player, if I wasn't going to grow as a person, the two things would have never been able to come into play. The only thing that I knew was, not to give up and continue focusing on Antonio Davis, not just the basketball player, but the man that was evolving into a leader. It was really an eye-opener for me. I started to just understand a lot of things. I can go out there and shoot 500 times, but if I'm shooting the wrong way, I might as well not be doing it at all.
We worked a great deal on his low post game, his left hand moves, his shot, his ability to rebound in traffic, and again, just a whole approach of professionalism that would embody his spirit and the passion that he takes for the game, which was sort of bottled up. And was bottled up because the skill level was behind his passion and his athleticism.
Everybody has a strength. Everybody has something that they do well when it comes to the game of basketball or any sport. It's the things that you don't do well, that you don't understand, that you don't see yourself, is the things that kind of keep you back. It doesn't let you grow. And when you have somebody pointing those things out and showing you how to correct them, then you're gonna see leaps and bounds of improvement. Never could imagine being an all-star, being a guy that, you know, people said I was one of the top 2 centers in the East. That's, I mean, by far something that I never even dreamed of.
The following offseason, Antonio Davis re-signed with the Raptors with a breakthrough contract in the area of $12.2 million a year. Antonio takes every opportunity to credit Wayne Albert with the rapid development and achievement.
It was only one person that was there to help me through everything. When everything was starting to go right for me, when I got my career high 6 blocks, and every game, you know, was another career high and another career high. And there's a difference when you have somebody there that's for you and helping you do the things that's comfortable to you and correcting things that aren't right. It's different when you just have a coach there who's telling you to repeat something that they may have seen another player do. If I can't do it, I can't do it. If it's not for me, it's not for me. I can be empowered to do a lot of different things. You know, I can empower myself to do a lot of different things, you know, and I have those abilities that before I didn't, you know, I kind of questioned whether or not I can do it.
Despite becoming a comfortable and successful player in the NBA, in his own mind, Antonio Davis is far from finished.
I still think that there's more things that could be done. I still think that I have a lot of good play. I still enjoy the game. I still enjoy learning. I still enjoy, you know, beating people up and winning games and all that. So until that stops, then, you know, there will be no limit as to, you know, what I'm going to be reaching for.
Through it all, growing even quicker than Antonio's success was the personal relationship between Antonio Davis and Wayne Albert.
He's been a joy to coach and a joy to grow with as a professional coach, and even in terms of our personal relationship. I couldn't love him more if he was my son. He's atypical, he's a rarity, and he's everything that's right about the sport of basketball.
I've already learned 2, 3, 4 things here that I haven't learned in 13 years in the NBA.
You can continue to grow even after you feel that you've done a lot.
To have someone respect you is probably the best feeling in the world.
Somebody really has to have an interest in you as a person.
To have somebody that believes in you, probably more than you believe in yourself, is very important. Well, I know that as long as I continue to play, I'm going to get better as long as I'm with you. Get in and get started as soon as you can. Give yourself every advantage you can.
A lot of younger players, older players, whatever phase they are in their game, is going to need someone like Wayne.
Come learn some fundamentals. Come sharpen up your game so you have the best chance to make as much money as you can and at the same time have a great time. You're not going to get no one-on-one attention like you get here.
Playing the game, you see all the stuff just come out in the game and everything, stuff that you have never done, that, you know, stuff I ain't never done until I met you.
It's great to have someone like this. I think everybody needs it as far as I'm concerned.
You know, wake up, smell the coffee, and get your butt over here. Your game will go like this. Straight up, baby.